Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to Manufactio Nuclear Edition. Last episode, we did a little bit of work. We got us a little bit more mining, or I should say, more mining, more ore production, or more goodness going on. So let's take a quick fly over here and check it out. I have been letting it run slightly just for a little while, just to let it try to buffer up a little bit of the materials that we have. But so far, the crystallization of silver has been working really well. This chest was full a little bit ago. I turned it. I turned all of the actions on down here that we had shut off, so that we can actually start producing silver again, which is meaning we're producing the ingots, the plates, and of course the electrum, which is a great means we can start using some of that again. Where do I want to go? I want to go there. I think that should put us across the road. Drop us down. Yes. Okay. So we are now slowly filling up this dropper again, which is great. And we now have plenty of pulverized silver that is going to be distributed across the rest of the factory, to include our little ore mixing section over here that is making the electrum that we're finally getting a little bit more stuff with. So as we move on, as I notice that we need other things, like I don't know if we can do cobalt at this point or not. We can look real quick. I don't think actually it will do that. Cobalt's one of the ones I don't think we can do, but I know we can do pulverized gold. I know we can do some of these other things that if we run out of it, we can for sure go ahead and make it, because we don't really have a guaranteed way of making the gold, but we're getting it because we're crushing all of that copper up into other, into copper. So, that's how all that kind of stuff works. Anyhow, what I want to do today is we're kind of having a little bit of another problem. I did a little bit of moving around of a few things and, just playing around. I took the tanks out that were right here so that if I decided we needed to put a few more of these chemical plants down, we can, and I moved them over there. At least I moved one of them over there because the raw gas, I think whatever we're putting in this right here, the raw gas is being eaten up rather quickly and then just put into the tanks across the way or being put elsewhere. So what we need to do today is we need to kind of concentrate on one of the other problems that we currently have, and that is the naphtha. The naphtha is being produced by the oil refineries over here, these distillation towers that are taking the hot crude and the hydrogen and turning it into the heavy crude or heavy oil, light oil, gas residues. There's several different things. Naphtha is something we need because naphtha is going to be how we make some solid fuel, if I recall correctly. Solid fuel or plastic. What I think I want to do right now today is I want to go ahead and get that naphtha started into, boy, hit the back, that I screwed that one up. I want to start working on this process right here, which shouldn't be too hard to do. It's just this plus some coal coke and a chemical plant. And I think probably I might have screwed up and moved all this stuff over here. I think we're going to probably store all of our extra chemicals like right here for now until we decide that there's something else that we need to do with it. So I think today what I want to do is I want to get the solid fuel up and running. And if we have time, I want to kind of play around with the algae farms, because I think it's time we started getting algae growing so that we can start making boron and lithium and some of the other fun stuff that we get with algae farms. So let's get solid fuel going, and then we can kind of move across the way and see what we can do. So I think what we're going to do, and I know I kind of I moved the thing from one side to the other, but it's okay. They should work. I'm going to go ahead and get us a chemical plant. We're going to put it down right here since we have a line of stuff already set up, and we should be able to get things going. So let's get some solid fuel moving. We need that one. And I believe I should still have some chemical plants, and I should still have, I'm going to have to go find that. Give me a second. Perfect. Right there. Awesome. You are going to do the really annoying thing where you connect to my wire, aren't you? Well, I mean, I guess if it does, it doesn't really matter. It's probably just going to give us water like it does every time. Let's go right here, and everything should be fine. You know what? Well, it's going to try to put whatever it can put in it automatically. We'll see. We'll see. Let's just put it down and see what we can do. I hate it when you guys do this. Yeah, I need to rotate it, and I need to move this now. Give me it back. 1, 2. And we'll put it about right. How many spaces did we give ourselves? 2. We'll do about right there. And I think that will work. You connected. What did you put in it? Oh, lovely. We get to waste a little bit of sulfuric acid. Awesome. Let me. Do I have any more pipe things? Not in there. Let's go look over here. Where did they go? Not that one. This one. Oh, great. Let me sort that out. I guess I don't really care. It's not like we don't have 1,000 sulfuric acid at this point. Let's get this hooked up and get it working. So we're going to need a line from over here. So where is my pipe box? Pipe box, we need to put a basic logistics pipe right here. And then we need to run over some stuff. So provider and supplier. And I think we'll just do... We can do them both on the back, I guess, since that's decent like this. Cool. So, again, very simple. We're going to do the coal coke recipes because we have lots and lots of coal coke, which means I'm going to have to bring it over here, but that's no big deal. And then I need a bunch of pipe. If I can get up here. Awesome. Cool. Don't think we have that over here already, do we? Let's see. Put that away before you accidentally click on something. We have processed coal. Nothing. Fill it up, please. There it goes. There's a big wad of it. Cool. That'll get done there. That should get hooked up and go into this system. And we just need to hook a little bit of power up to it and go ahead and probably set a few things else. So we're gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to find the thing. Do we have any more of these? Yes, I do. Awesome. So we're gonna use this for now. This is how we're going to take care of the naphtha. I know there are other things that we want to use it for. What this will also allow us to do is once that gets used up, we can then take some of the other chemicals that will make solid fuel and put them in there. So let's see. I need to do the same thing we've been doing, which is remove that. And we'll put you on top. Put you on the bottom. Nope, bottom. Go. Good deal. All right, cool. And don't fall off. Up. Of course I don't have any pipe on me. Yeah, I do. I might have enough. Hang on. Awesome. So we just go down here and break this. Unfortunately, goodbye. I guess I could have probably got some buckets or something and got it out of there. That'll make some naphtha. This should, once we get it going, we need the thing. Solid fuel. I know I've had this for a long time. What is it? P31. There we go. I guess we'll just use that one. I was going to say, I couldn't find it. I can't see. Little tired today. Head's not exactly where it needs to be, but there we go. So that should make solid fuel for us. That's great. Let me just go ahead and try to make this a little faster. We should have already done this, but I guess I need an upgrade, please. 1. And we take this and this, and we put them together, and we make one of those, and we use a little bit more power, make things just slightly faster. All right, nice. So then we need to hook something up here that says solid fuel. I don't think we have anything in like this one. And you can go in there. Well, you can go in here. There we go. Where are we? There we go. All right, cool. So this is going to take a little bit of time. That's fine. Essentially what I want to do is I want to just use up this this, where is it? This as much as we can. We're going to eventually need to put it for something else later on, but for right now, we're just going to use it to make a bit of solid fuel. The solid fuel for right now is just going to be a way for us to condense a little bit of some of this other stuff down. However, it will likely get used well, we're probably going to start pumping some of it into our smelters over here, or whatever, the alloy furnaces or whatever. I can't even remember what I'm thinking right now. The IE blast furnaces. There we go. Think. You can do it. It's okay. We'll eventually probably start pumping some of that stuff in there because it actually is a very, very, very good fuel compared to the coal coke. So we get 240 seconds of burn time from one piece of solid fuel. If I take a coal coke and I do the same thing, we get 100 seconds. So it's more than double. It's more than double of the burn time. But what's also really neat about it is one piece of coal coke, one piece in this machine will make 2 pieces of solid fuel. So we're actually being even more efficient with our coal coke usage if we run everything through here. So we'll have to let it burn a little while. I'm going to have to let it fill this up. But because that is going to be burning so very long, this will be really nice. Plus, we're also going to need this for when we start sending our little drones out into space to go catch some stuff from the asteroid belts or wherever else it is that we're going to go mining when we get to that point. So that's going to be a little while. Hopefully fairly soon. I'm kind of looking forward to that part because there is some annoying things that are going on down here that I'm still kind of having to babysit. So, all right, on to the next part. I got that done, got solid fuel done. The next part I want to do actually is we need to start looking at algae farms. Algae farm packages, algae, red algae, brown algae. These two right here, we're going to need them so that we can make these compressed algae, and these compressed algae can then be turned into a borax, which can then be ground into boron and lithium, or this one where it's lithium salt, which will get us lithium and boron. In order to make the radiation scrubbers that we're going to need eventually, or the energy cells, which these are going to be big in how we run the power armor, should we ever get there, or the exosuit stuff, should we ever decide we want to go that direction, or we need to start thinking seriously about stocking things up for yellow. We really need to start looking at that. Now, it's kind of not a terrible looking recipe at this point, but I think probably here very soon we're going to start looking at trying to get a lot of the parts for yellow together because we have a lot of the stuff that's necessary for them. So it's not a terrible thing to be looking at, or at least starting to stock up parts and pieces, start filling these up with the little bitty pieces parts that we need. So what I want to do, I think, is we're going to say that a lot of this is probably going to be organic over here. At least we're working with organic stuff over here aside from this one chemical plant, which may get moved in here, probably like right there if it'll fit. I don't know. We'll have to worry about it later. It's doing what it needs to do. So what I want to do today, or with the rest of the episode, is let's go ahead and get a supply of red algae and brown algae up and running, which is going to require us to make a few of these magical little things, or whatever they are, the algae farm packages. These things are big. They're big and they're kind of cool. I really kind of like the idea. It's one of those parts of the modded Factorio I kind of enjoyed was how the if you've ever played C Block, you know how important an algae farm is, because that's how you make your wood. Anyhow, let's take a look at those little packages. So we should have some of that stuff laying around. Let me get squared away real quick, and then we can go on. So I got to put a few things away and sort out an inventory. Well, there's 5 of them, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to work mainly with the red algae for today. And the reason why we're going to work mainly with the red algae for today is the real main reason why we're going to care about algae at this point is that it's going to allow us to produce this compressed red algae inside an assembly machine. Compressed red algae will allow us to make lithium salt. Lithium salt, when ground down, will produce for us the lithium we're going to need to be able to make lots of batteries for yellow science and other things later on, including one of those, or maybe that Tesla gun or something. I don't know. I guess that's another way of how you're supposed to make that technically, or whatever. And also these batteries. So the boron for right now, I don't think we're going to be too, click on it correctly. I don't think we're going to be too concerned about it, aside from once we get to this point, whether or not we need to be doing this. I've been kind of just making do with golden apples and, you know, things like that. So, and then, of course, the shielding. I think the small amount of boron dust that we're going to get out of the process of processing the red algae should be enough to be able to make most of the radiation shielding and whatnot that we're going to want as we go. So we have a kind of a blank canvas to play with. Let's go ahead and pop some stuff down. So we got 5 of these dudes. And 5 is how many it'll fit reasonably well. So we'll do that, and then I'll do this. And I think I forgot my thing. Let me go get my, once again, where is all the parts, you know, all that stuff. Okay, so let's start here. And that's got to rotate this direction. We're going to run this all the way down, and I'm going to try not to get it too in the way of things. I know that rail line might be a problem, but I think I want to put one down. This is a fluid input hatch, and this is a fluid input hatch. Okay, so we're good. That means I got enough room in between them, because for the most part, everything here is going to use the exact same fluid. So I love it when I do this. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Let's put it down. Give me another one. And we should just be able to do something like that. And then we run back down here and grab the next one. Bonk. And bonk. One more. Hopefully. Wow, they ended up taking up a lot more space than I thought they were going to. Right there? Yeah, okay, cool. Now, the reason why we're making so many of them is the processing time, even for an algae farm number 2, is 900 ticks. So I want these to kind of be a trash can for our system, because these use saline water. These right here, they produce or use saline water to produce the algae, or at least this color of algae that we're playing with. So we kind of want to make sure that it's, you know, gonna use up a bunch of that excess saline water that we're producing like crazy down on the other end of the base. So let's see, we need, well, I'll just go ahead and make 5 of them for now, since there are 5. And then do that again. I think I can do this. Yes. And then do that one more time. Thank you. Awesome. Cool. All right, that way we have an extra one. So put a couple of things in here. Clean up our boxes. And we need those fluid routers. So we should be able to put one right there. And one right there. I wanted 1, not 2. Thank you very much. And I mean, I guess we can just go ahead and do this, huh? Let's not like it really matters, but we'll put one right there. And then this one can just be however. I mean, I guess I could put it right here. It doesn't really matter. There. That might make my brain feel a little better. I don't know. All right, pipe. We need to do, let me see, saline water in the, what is this, east-west ones? So just do that so that I know kind of what I'm doing. And let's get that sorted. I think since they're set up the way that they are, we can just do NV energy ducts, hardened fluid ducts. No, that's the energy duct. I need those. That's that. So I think all I'm gonna do is like, can't reach it. And these won't let me place it on the side. Can I? Up one more, and then across. And that should work, I think. Where? What? No, give me that. All right, yeah, I was wondering if we had that hooked up. Down to the other end of the base. All right, after a little bit of plumbing work, I think we're good. Let's take a look. We should have all kinds of saline water down here now, right? Good, 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 good. So let me see. We're just going to go ahead and run this something simple, I guess, over the top of this, since they're all going to have some of the same thing together. So let me get this done. And then the power, I think we'll probably just go right here. Too far? Too far? No, I think it's just right, actually. Boop, boop, boop. Done. Get close. Oh, no, it's too far. Dang it. Well, we put them down. I love it when you can just barely not reach something. It's okay. It's fine. We'll get it done. At least with these, I can do this with them. Till you run into the other one. And that should turn things on for us. Except I did that, and now I have to figure out how to get it hooked again right there. All right, so that should be producing ever so slowly red algae. Now, once it produces a reasonable amount of red algae, we're going to start playing around with what we're going to get out of it. So red algae, this stuff right there. What was this? Redstone crystal. These are going to be produced using saline water, which we have a lot of saline water. Saline water, again, red algae, again, we're going to be running it through an assembling machine using the advanced algae processing thing to make some compressed algae. So let's go grab us an assembling machine. I think I might have a few right here. Yes, actually, do I still have the thing? I love it how I left a couple in here, but I haven't got the right ones anymore. All right, so there's an assembling machine. This shouldn't take too much work, I don't think. Yeah, you're good. And you can do this. So bloop, blunk. And I guess we'll just kind of line it up with this one. This one's not going to have a whole lot of front on the end of it, I guess, so it's fine. Right there, I think. That should be more than plenty to do what we need to do, I think. So we'll just put that in there. And then we need to, well, start hooking up the, man, that's going to suck. That's going to be right there, isn't it? Where are my pipes? Hook these bad boys up. Let's get this running. Okay, where do we want to put the power for this one? This is going to be fun because it's going to kind of be all self-contained. So I guess we'll just do, well, can I do, if I grab one of those and I put it right there, and then I stick you right here, and then put one of these down, that should do all of that. So then if I tell you this, there they all go. Cool. And you have a input item, of course. Yes, well, it's going to take a little while because it's going to take a lot. But that should produce compressed red algae. Compressed red algae, we then run it through a furnace of some semblance to make the lithium salt that we can then grind into a few other little more things. So let's see, do we still have a furnace laying around? Actually, I don't know if it's going to be worth that. Maybe what we should do is we make an electric furnace since we unlocked those last time. And I need a grinder. I need a grinder. A grinder. One more time to dig through all of the fun stuff. Grinder. You're still hooked up. Good. Nice. And I need one of these. That one. I don't know why I have so many of these things, but it is what it is. Let's see. Electric furnace. Electric furnace package is going to be what? Electric fences. Electric furnace package is P45, which should be one of the only blue ones we have left. What is that going to take to craft? Need 10 concrete, 5 of those, and 10 of these. That should be reasonably easy to do. And then we take this over to this assembler. We put this in here. We give it the parts, pieces, stuff, and things. First electric furnace. Awesome. So we have a assembler. Where is our blueprint? And I know these are reasonably large. So I guess we find out together. All right. Where is the controller? The controller is right there. So if we just... Why does the power have to be on that side? That's not the controller. Where's the controller? The controller is right there. Where's the... That's it. That's the output. Okay. So we'll just move this over a little bit. I don't want it over the line too much, but I mean, we can do with it as we need to do it. Let's go right there. How much of a pain is that going to be? Oh boy, it smokes. I think we'll back this one up a little bit this time. I mean, we're not terribly cheating into these things too much because the line is technically where it is. This is actually the chunk line right there, so I just kind of highlighted them so I could see what we were doing. All right, so that goes over there. That gets dumped into a grinder. Nope. Which I guess we can place that right here. There you go. Which will successfully or should output the parts that we're going to need into that chest that we'll then bring up here to do what we need to do. So let me get all this hooked up and then we can see what we make when we make it. So yeah, where are we going to put you? You can just... Alrighty then, that should be all the power that we need. We're going to leave that alone. This should have made a decent amount of stuff. We should have several stacks of it, or at least a stack of it. Is that edible? Really? Interesting. Okay. So all that should work. All we got to do now is tell this. Well, I got to tell this one, tell this one. I got, for some odd reason, I got these backwards, way backwards. I don't know how. Where are they? Those. That needs to be a supplier pipe. Right there. Okay. So you, condensed red algae, go. That'll bring that around over to here. And then you... Wait a minute. No. That's not how that works, is it? No, that's how it works. Wait a minute. So that makes us what? Come on, brain. You're almost done. You almost got it. Lithium salt. Yeah, that's what I thought. Lithium salt. This stuff goes in here. Whoop-de-doo. And then that should make lithium and the occasional, and I mean very occasional, boron, which is then going to get shoved into this chest for now because there's 2 of them. When that then again brings up here, goes around the corner and back out to the front in another one of these little things. And I need to go a lock, and we're going to wait on the boron. I think I have some. Hang on a minute. Do we still have some? We do. We have 4 boron ore, so give me all 4 of those, and give me all 5 of those. And then we can go throw that in the system and let it run. Okay, cool. So I can put this in here to mark that, and then we can lock it. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw that in here, let it do those, and then we should be good to go. I actually think we probably have some lithium ore around as well. I'm not 100% certain. We do. Excellent. Cool. Give me all 13 of those. Well, that won't work. 13 and 7. Go. Those are, again, on the other end of the base. One last check to make sure that everything is functional. Looks like we're making as much as we can make. Again, this is a really slow process, so this is probably way overkill as far as this is concerned, and I know it's overkill for what this is concerned. I mean, we could probably, I may change that one out for one of the smaller, lighter duty ones. I don't really think we need that much of an assembler for this process, but I guess there we go. We got a lithium and a boron going. That will be something we will put to use in a little while. Again, because it's kind of slow, I probably highly suggest you kind of get after it fairly early once you get to it. We've got a long way to go before we get to yellow. I'm just saying that right now. We've got a long way to go. I'm more looking at those batteries, and I'm more looking at some of the other things we're going to be able to get a hold of fairly soon. So I guess for now, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.